So I'm gonna start doing Arrow episode reviews as well, but I will try and catch up as much as I can because I'm far behind. Not in watching Arrow, but in the reviews. So I'm not gonna do a full season review, but I will start from episode 13 moving on. So episode 13 of Arrow review. Here we go. In this episode we saw Thea finding out the truth about Oliver and that he is the Arrow. And I'm tired of them calling him the Arrow. When will we get to see Green Arrow? I'm hoping it's sometime this season, maybe in the season finale. Obviously, they're going to defeat Ra's al Ghul, and that will be the season finale, but sure can't wait to see until they call him Green Arrow. But moving on, we did get to see a lot. We saw Count Vertigo escaping out of prison. Now, he escaped, and we did see Laurel try to defeat him, but, Laurel still has some self-doubt. She doesn't believe if she can totally be like her sister, Sarah, and totally beat up bad guys on a daily basis. And Laurel was pretty self-down in this episode, and she ended up telling her dad about Sarah's death, and they both cried emotionally with each other, and I really thought that was an emotional scene. And the fact that we get some more Oliver development, and we finally see Oliver putting trust in his team. As if you watch in a few previous episodes and previous seasons, Oliver tends to be bossy and always tells people to stay out of the way because he doesn't want them to get involved and risk their life for it. And I can see where he's coming from, trying to protect his friends and colleagues, and comrades. But he's really got to learn about trust, and he really did learn it in this episode as he started to trust Laurel, started to trust Roy, and he trusts Thea by telling her his secret that he is the Arrow. And I could totally see Thea playing a sidekick role with Oliver in future episodes or future seasons, and I really think that could go on. Felicity didn't have a major part in this episode, unfortunately, and I really enjoy Felicity, but she didn't get a major part in this episode. And this episode focused more on Laurel evolving as the Black Canary, and take in mind, guys, that this is her first time being Black Canary, so you cannot expect her to be like hand-to-hand combat Black Canary, who trained Justice League in hand-to-hand combat. So don't expect that, right? So we will see a lot of development for this character, and we will see a lot of annoying scenes. Like, there will be some scenes where you just find it annoying that she's so damsel in distress like. But that's because she's evolving, and she's got to learn to control herself, her grief, and learn to become a stronger superhero. But yeah, and I can totally see Thea playing a sidekick role as well. And I actually feel bad for Roy, as he obviously feels like he wants to be leader, but Oliver still bosses him around, doesn't trust him. And yeah, and more of that. Near the end of the episode, it was really fun when they walked up to the island. Now, obviously, this is previewing that Slade, Deathstroke, will appear in a future episode, as it was confirmed that Manu Bennett would return as Deathstroke in a future episode. So, obviously, it's going to be for a couple episodes, maybe the next 5 episodes we'll see him, and he will train Oliver and Thea, so so it'll be interesting to see that as well. But overall I give this episode an 8 out of 10. It was really interesting to see this dynamic of Laurel developing, good development with Laurel, and good development with Thea, and good development with Oliver, I'll have to say. But I think we need show a little more of Diggle and Felicity, because they deserve a part of this too. And Roy, he's like a mystery man. So that's all I have for this review. If you enjoyed anything I had to say, drop me a like, and if you could be so kind, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm Kevin Ambrose, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.